Welcome to another episode of PlacidWay Pulse. I am your host, and sitting right across from me is our resident expert. How are you holding up today?
Oh, I'm doing great.
Hmm.
Honestly, I'm just savoring this morning coffee.
Oh, yeah, you're a big coffee person.
Totally. It actually reminds me of this incredible little cafe I found in Oaxaca last year. Travel just, I don't know, it really shifts your whole perspective.
It completely rewires the brain, and that actually brings us to today's mission. We're looking at a very different kind of border crossing.
Right, definitely.
Specifically, we're talking about the booming trend of traveling to Mexico for, well, life-changing weight loss surgery. We really want to explore how thousands of people are basically bypassing these overwhelming local healthcare barriers to find safe, affordable solutions abroad. So, okay, let's unpack this.
I'm ready.
I mean, we have to establish right up front that this is not about booking a tropical vacation with the site of surgery. It is about sheer accessibility.
Exactly. It's not a holiday.
Right. It's like finding out a first-class ticket costs less than economy just by, flying out of a different airport.
That's a great way to put it because, people are looking at $15,000 to honestly over $30,000 for these procedures in the U.S.
At a minimum.
Yeah, at minimum. Meanwhile, in Mexico, those exact same surgeries run between $4,000 and $8,000.
Okay, wait, stop right there. I have to play the skeptic for a second. An 80% discount sounds terrifying when we're talking about major surgery. How is that even medically safe? Like, what corners are being cut?
Well, it's a completely fair question. But what's fascinating here is that the cost savings don't actually come from cutting corners on patient care.
Okay.
Mexico has built this highly specialized medical tourism industry, and they use vetted and trusted facilities. The price drop is really about the underlying economic reality.
Like administrative costs.
Exactly. You are looking at drastically lower administrative bloat, heavily subsidized medical education, and just vastly lower malpractice insurance premiums compared to the U.S. You're paying for the actual medical procedure, not the red tape.
That makes a lot of sense.
Right.
So let's get into the procedures themselves. We hear terms like gastric sleeve and gastric bypass all the time. But without the heavy medical jargon, what is anatomically happening? Here's where it gets really interesting, I think.
Yeah, it's actually pretty straightforward. So a gastric sleeve removes a large portion of the stomach, and it leaves a small banana-shaped pouch.
Just a banana.
Yeah, like the size of a banana. And then a gastric bypass takes it a step further by actually rerouting your digestive system to a smaller pouch, basically skipping part of the intestines.
Wow, so it physically limits how many calories your body can even absorb.
Right. But what's crucial is the mental side. With the gastric sleeve, the part of the stomach they remove is the exact area that produces ghrelin.
Which is the hunger hormone, right?
Exactly. So it's not just physical restriction.
Mm-hmm.
It's this massive hormonal reset that actually dials down your chemical cravings.
Oh, wow, I didn't realize it altered your hormones like that. But I do know the preparation is intense. There's a mandatory, strict pre-op diet. Why is that necessary?
Well, it's not actually about losing weight before surgery. It's about shrinking your liver. Anatomically, your liver sits right on top of your stomach.
Okay.
And if a patient's liver is like enlarged and fatty,
Yeah.
the surgeon literally cannot safely lift it to access the stomach.
Oh, I see. So shrinking it is critical for safety in the operating room.
100%. It's a safety measure.
So if you are listening to this, you have to understand that while there is this incredible honeymoon phase of rapid weight loss post-surgery, you have to actively participate in your own rescue.
Yes, absolutely.
You're on a strict liquid-to-solid diet for weeks, plus you have to commit to lifelong daily vitamins.
Exactly. The surgery is just a tool, The lifelong habits are the actual cure.
It is a monumental commitment. But because every patient deserves a way forward for people feeling trapped, it really changes everything. Like Jennifer's story, for example.
Oh, right, Jennifer.
Yeah, she struggled with exhaustion for years, right? She traveled for a gastric sleeve, lost 60 pounds, and her entire motivation was just to have the energy to be a healthy role model for her son.
And to make stories like Jennifer's possible, the travel itself is highly structured. You don't just get surgery and hop on a flight the next day.
Right, that would be awful.
It would. It's a 5 to 7 day trip. You spend 2 or 3 nights recovering in the hospital under direct supervision.
Okay, so you're really monitored.
Right. And then you transition to a local hotel to rest, hydrate, and just ensure your body is healing before you ever head to the airport.
So what does this all mean? Well, it means that if you are feeling trapped by endless wait lists or crushing costs, PlacidWay Medical Tourism is truly your way to hope.
I completely agree. If we connect this to the bigger picture, It's really about giving patients their dignity back.
Yeah.
It's about transparency, and it's empowering them to take control of their health without going bankrupt,
Yeah.
basically making the patient the hero of their own story.
I love that. And I want to leave you, our listener, with this to ponder. We are so conditioned to view borders as rigid lines that divide us. But what if they're actually gateways to a second chance at life? Imagine how different and how accessible global healthcare would look if traveling for healing was completely normalized.